Okay. Disclaimer, this is not a real counseling session. This is for a class assignment. So, good afternoon, Mr. Tony. What brings you in today?
I've just been having anxiety issues with everything that's going on in the world with all the police brutality.
So when you say anxiety, tell me some of the things you've been experiencing.
Well, like for instance, the George Floyd situation with him being killed right there by numerous police officers. I've been scared and paranoid every time I get pulled over, thinking I'm gonna get pulled over and get killed and maybe get arrested and things of that nature.
So you saying the George Floyd incident have you had your anxiety on a high? Would you say that?
Yes.
Have you ever been treated for depression or any kind of anxiety in the past? Have you ever been treated for that?
No, I haven't.
What about sleeping? When you experiencing anxiety, are you experiencing like loss of sleep?
No,
Nervous?
just nervous.
When you leave home or anything?
Yes, like when I'm going to just making everyday errands to the store or whatever I'll be.
So tell me about yourself. Where are you from?
Well, I'm 36 years old. I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Okay. Have you ever had any issues or any problems with the police in that area? Have there been any concerns like similar to what's been going on with the George Floyd? Have you?
No, not with me personally.
So when you said that you're just kind of nervous about what's going on with the police, are you afraid of by you being African American or just period, just thinking that the police is just gonna just target you?
Definitely, I'm paranoid from being Black African American. Yeah.
Okay. When the last time you seen your doctor? Do you have a doctor?
No, I don't have a doctor.
So you don't have a doctor, and so you never been diagnosed or treated for anxiety.
No.
That to your knowledge. So you're just thinking this is anxiety. Any history of like violence in your family or anything?
No.
Any history of anxiety in your family? Families dealing with depression? Does your mom or your dad?
No.
So no history. No family history of experience with anxiety. So let me ask you this. How would you feel about doing breathing exercises? You know, when you experience those anxiety, when you get to the police, just say for instance, let me give an example. So you see a police car next to you or behind you at the traffic light, you immediately start, you stop, like lose breath, or you just get paranoid, or
My heartbeat race picks up.
Have you ever tried doing breathing exercises?
No, but I'm open to it though.
Okay. So some of the things that I know just from experience, because I experienced anxiety in the past, one of the things that I had learned to do was just kind of take deep breaths. You know, sometimes breathing exercises, they pretty much help with the anxiety, and it kind of helps with helps you being at ease at times. So you're open to doing breathing exercises. So have you ever tried, do you exercise? How's your exercising?
Yes, I exercise 3 times a week.
And so when you're out, do you exercise at home, inside of a gym, or just around the neighborhood?
In the gym.
Okay. How do you feel about just normally police or just all other races? Are you just kind of scared about only the Caucasians or just all races?
All races.
So you thinking that with all this police brutality and thinking it's dealing with a lot of racism, because after the George Floyd, they kind of protested against Black Lives Matter. So do you just feel like that you're just only targeting just the Caucasians or just all races? That makes you nervous?
Well, mainly Caucasian.
So when you're in the gym and you're next to just a Caucasian male or so, how do you feel?
I have mixed feelings. Sometimes I'm nervous. Most of the time though, I'm be kind of angry. Like I think that's why I go to the gym so much.
To help, so that kind of helps. That helps with your anxiety.
Yes.
Okay, I like that idea that you're doing exercise. I mean, exercise is actually a good stress reliever. That's something that I've learned, and one of the things that my doctor told me to do is make sure that I exercise more and just try to take one day at a time and just kind of calculate my steps and just kind of pace myself. So pretty much you're doing everything well, but you're not taking any medication
No.
Do you feel that you may need some kind of medication to help cope with your anxiety? Do you think that may help?
I don't think so.
So, reason being is you come across another police officer at a stoplight or just in the gym. You may come across a police officer in the gym one day, or a Caucasian police officer inside of the gym, and you get nervous. How would you be able to cope with that? Are you just gonna just your heart gonna be, what if you pass out or anything? Because sometimes anxiety can cause you can faint. Can cause, like you said, cause just a rapid heartbeat, and it causes you to kind of have shortage of breath, or just all kinds of things that can help harm you, that can kind of add on to other health issues if you don't treat your anxiety.
A lot of times I just take deep breaths, count to 10.
So we want to figure out how can we help this situation. One thing about it that racism, it does exist, and it actually is like you mentioned about the George Floyd. It's just simply kind of increased. Seems like you stated, every week or something we're hearing that police brutality or something that the effect that the police has done to another African American. Do you feel that they think of you as intimidating? Like, why? What makes you so anxious? Just I know you named George Floyd. What else do you think makes you anxious or kind of have anxiety about the police? What else?
Just the way that they've been treating black people in the past. George Floyd is not the only situation that's occurred.
I agree.
There's been numerous cases of police and black people crime.
And have you ever been? You say you never been arrested, right?
Never.
Do you have a family?
Yes, I have a brother.
Okay. Any children? A spouse?
Yeah. Yes, I have a kid too.
So have you spoke with you have a son or a daughter?
I have a son.
Have you spoke to how do you explain to your son about everyday, how old is your son?
He's 12.
Okay, how do you explain to your son every day, you experiencing anxiety? Do you kind of feel, an increase in anxiety with your son by him just going out does he have outside race friends outside of his race?
No.
So do you teach him about, or explain to him about
everyday life of being a young black man? Yes, I do. It's something I have to do daily, on a daily basis.
Are you okay with him having friends outside of his race?
Absolutely.
Okay. So when he leaves the house to go, maybe go play outside or just go to the park or anything,
it's like an everyday speech. I have to tell him just to be careful, son, and police so happen to maybe harass you or anything, just comply with them. And, try not to get yourself hurt or anything.
Do you what are your thoughts? Why do you feel that in your opinion, I'm just asking in your opinion, why do you feel the need to think that, why do you feel that officers target, would you say only African Americans, or just not just any race? Why do you feel the need that police only target blacks?
I wish I had an answer for that.
Because you never had a bad experience with a white officer, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so you just assume, just with all this going on, that you may kind of fall victim to being, You know, either are you afraid of dying or just afraid of just getting charged or anything
Getting
for something?
charged or and dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you don't have a history of a criminal
No
background.
criminal background.
Okay, no criminal background. I like that. Let's see. So what we're gonna do is the first assignment that we're gonna do is, I want you to journal. Do you like to write? Journal how you feel.
Oh no, I don't.
Okay. Well, I want you to. What are you open to journaling? Let's say.
Yes,
that.
I'm open to anything that
Okay.
help me with my anxiety.
Okay. And you said you're not open to taking medication.
No, I don't think I need it.
Okay. Okay, so one thing that I want to do is, first thing, we're going to start off with you doing just journaling, every day, just writing happy thoughts or just kind of writing something positive a day, just kind of keep your mind at ease, keep you from thinking about negative things. We call those, when you place them on your screen, what do we call them? Affirmations. Are you okay? Are you familiar with affirmations?
No.
Well, affirmations is pretty much little things that you write down. Like sometimes I tell my clients, write affirmation down a day. Say like, hey, today is gonna be a good. Or you can state affirmations to yourself. Today is gonna be a good day. Today, I'm gonna have a great day. I'm not gonna allow anyone to upset me today. Those are what you call affirmations, and you can kind of create your own affirmation, or you can go to some dollar stores. They sell them in local dollar stores for $5 or less. And they help with me. I like to read affirmations all the time. That's a way that helps with my anxiety.
Okay.
So I would like for you to journal that, just write something down every day, or state it. Secondly, I just, I'm how often do you exercise? Once a week, daily, twice a week?
3 times a week.
Oh, well, that's good. 3 times a week. So I want you to continue that 3 times a week. I want you to, are you open to yoga? Have you heard about yoga?
Yes, I've heard of yoga.
Yoga is one of the techniques that I've heard that it helps a lot with stress and anxiety. I've tried it in the past. It's a kind of, it relaxes all of your muscles, but I've heard that it's a remedy to helping with stress. So we want to. Do you have a yoga class?
No.
So are you interested in locating one?
Yes.
Okay. And so we're gonna do breathing exercises daily. We're gonna continue with your exercising, and we're gonna see how that works. And I want to kind of see if, well, I was trying to kind of come with a scenario with you, having a talk with one of the officers, or just having a. But I just, right now, I don't think that would be a good idea. Just in the circumstances that we're in now, and that may kind of make you anxiety. But sometimes, have you ever heard? I know I was afraid of swimming, and one of my fears was, okay, I need to just swim. I was just afraid if I may drown. But I kind of went with my fear and just kind of took off and started. I took some swimming classes. So
would you insinuating like getting this point of view from things? See what do you think about it?
Just an officer. Do you know a local officer that's in the community or in the area, and just kind of explain to him that are you fearful? But I'm just trying to see, would that be a great idea, with these circumstances? Because like you said, I definitely don't want to target another issue or another situation that may occur. So we'll put that on the back burner. Breathing exercises, exercising, and you say you're gonna do yoga and you're gonna do journaling at least 10 minutes a day. Just 10 minutes a day, journaling, or if not journaling, just getting an affirmation book and just kind of reading that through the day and just citing it, at least once a day. It's kind of odd saying this for a male to do. I normally tell this to our females because a lot of females do journal, which I used to journal, and I think journaling is another coping thing that helps with anxiety and stress. So I do understand your frustration, and I do understand, you know, I'm not a black male, but I am an African American, and I do have a African American son. So I do understand, you know, just that fear of everyday living is hard, you know, walking out. So I can kind of understand and empathize with you in that situation. And you don't want to take medicine. So we're going to see, and we're going to get you back in here for like 2 weeks just to kind of see how that works. But I definitely would love for you to come back and see me in 2 weeks. Any questions for me for today? You said your anxiety, just being an African American guy. Any questions for me? Talking to a female, you know, did I help?
Yeah, you did. I thank you for everything that you told me today and all your recommendations, and I get right to it as soon as I can.
Okay, I appreciate that. One of the things I wanted to, what about the stress balls? I forgot to mention that. Stress balls are really good. I think they, I have one now that I kind of just use it, and it really helps though. I normally give it to my clients. I keep a couple of balls in my drawer, but I use it for myself sometimes because life is just hard, and I'm human as well, and sometimes anxiety will creep up on me without even knowing. And you know, sometimes we stress, and you know, we're unaware that we are stressing. So sometimes when I feel myself getting, you know, feeling some kind of anxiety, I use the stress ball or kind of take some time off. Do you work?
Yes.
So do you feel that, do you work a full-time or part-time job?
Full-time.
So do you feel like just on top of all the stress and work, do you have some alone time when you go to the gym? Is that your alone time?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So you do take out time for yourself. I do recommend that. Just take out some time at least once a week or so. Just something just to do for yourself, something that you enjoy doing besides exercise. And is it something else that you like to do? Do you like to travel, read, fish? Okay. Fishing, actually, that's a good thing. I didn't even think of that to suggest, you know, fishing is I hear a lot of, I've never fished before when fishing, but I've heard just from family members stating that how fishing kind of, they go out there just to get a peace of mind.
Right.
And so I think that that's a good idea. Have you ever had any thoughts of suicide?
No.
So your anxiety never reached to the point where you
No.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing. So I want you to do that, and within 2 weeks I would like for you to get back with me, and we're gonna see you know, where we are with your anxiety. And I'm thanking you, you know, I really appreciate you sharing it with me, because a lot of people, you know, especially men, you know, women, we are talkers. And you have a lot of men, pretty much, they don't like to seek counseling because they, you know, it's a pride thing or, you know, personal thing. They probably don't want anyone in their business. So I applaud you for even just setting up an appointment to come in, and we'll kind of schedule to come back in 2 weeks. What do you think about that?
It's fine.
Okay. 2 weeks. Do you prefer morning or afternoon?
Afternoon.
Okay. Do you have a certain day that you prefer to come on, or no, not Friday?
Tuesdays or Thursdays.
Tuesdays or Thursdays around. So you want to do the Tuesday at 1?
At noon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, Mr. Tony, it was a pleasure speaking with you today, and we'll follow up in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.